Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajua. There's going to be a lot of top fives on this channel for this week. I'm going to rate some of my favorite genres or groups of fragrances. I'll group them, let you know my top five of this, my top five of that. But in today's video, I'm going to start with the note of vanilla, as a lot of us love and enjoy the note of vanilla. When it comes to vanillas, I enjoy more of the complex one. The simple ones are good, they are great, like the Ishal vanillas, the normal everyday girly fun ones. I enjoy them, but I also gravitate towards more of a complex vibe. And unfortunately, December vanilla is not going to be on this list, although it's one of my favorite vanillas of all time. But there are others I'm enjoying currently, and I think those are going to be my top five, at least for now. So it's going to be an honorable mention. I didn't want to include this particular fragrance because I'm still getting to knowing it a little more, but I think I'm enjoying it a lot more than I initially, anticipated. And this is Vanilla Floral from Valor, from their Grandioso collection. This is a very beautiful scent. It's supposed to be an interpretation of Vanilla Panifolia from Guerlain, and that is a fragrance I have not come across. This on its own is a very simple, aromatic, spicy. I like the spice that this one has, It is not just a simple foodie vanilla. I don't smell anything edible, gourmand. It's a very spicy, warm vanilla with the minty or aromatic. There's something quite spicy about that I enjoy. I don't get a lot of the florals now that it's going through aging. What I'm getting for the most part is the spice, that aromatic, spicy feel that I enjoy. It feels like cardamom, something much more spicy, giving it more of depth, giving it more body, a little bit of woodiness, non-foodie vanilla. And I like the fact that it's not a foodie, edible, gourmandy sort of, vanilla. So this is an honorable mention. It is quite, I think it is quite safe. It's quite a safe blind buy. I was thinking of getting something more of a complex vanilla with the vanilla panifolia being marketed as a very good vanilla. It's good, but maybe I was a little underwhelmed because I was looking forward to something else. But now that it's going through aging, I enjoy it a lot more. For it to be an honorable mention on my top five vanillas, that is to show how good of a fragrance it is. I'll not be able to compare it to the original one, but this on its own is a very beautiful, warm, rich, aromatic, non-foodie, spicy, hint of floral, vanilla scent, and this is good. The longevity is so much better now. It is not super beast mode. When you spray this one, you are met with something bold and spicy at the initial burst, but it mellows down and it lingers, it lasts throughout your wear and at least 8 to 10 hours on clothes, but it's not super beast mode. But people around you in close proximity can smell you. So for my honorable mention is Vanilla Floral from Valor. And yeah, it's a good one. So do I rank them? Okay, so at number five, I'm going to go with Spectral Ghost from FA Paris. I also have Latafes Nacheti, which I think I enjoy this over Nacheti because this one is more amped up. This one is more rounded up. I get the vanilla, ginger, spices a lot more. It's much more intense. Although when Nacheti macerates, it also becomes a little more intense. Longevity is a little bit of an issue when it comes to Nacheti, but when it comes to Spectral Ghost from FA Paris, it is a 10 over 10 vanilla. It is a spicy, aromatic, just like the other one. Yeah, also quite spicy and aromatic with something a bit green, a lot more woody. It's warm, it's rich, it's not foodie. Yes, it's not foodie vanilla. It's very good, Niche Annie, a very oldie sort of, fragrance, but still a very good one. So Spectral Ghost is one that I would highly recommend. If you have never picked up Nacheti, but you are wondering which of them to pick, go for Spectral Ghost. It's great value for your money. You're getting the projection, the longevity. It is quite beastly. It overtakes a lot of fragrances. You're getting the spices, the ginger, the cardamom, and the cinnamon, I believe. The woods, the vanilla. It's not your basic foodie one. So this to me is at my number five, and this is Spectral Ghost from French Avenue. Yeah. So number four, I think I'm going to give it to Angam. It's more on your simplistic, vanillas. Angam, although a little spicy with the ginger. I think they all sort of have ginger to me. Grandioso collection, the vanilla floral. I pull something like ginger. I pull something a little bit gingery from this, and so is the spectral ghost. It has the note of ginger, and this one also has a note of ginger, but not super spicy. But it's not your super complex and out there as the other previous two. It's still a more foodie, more girly, more womanly vanilla scent. I enjoy this one a lot. It is very versatile. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It is not super overwhelming at all. The spices are tamed and well blended with the cacao, the vanilla, the lavender and the other, florals. A very beautiful, womanly, beautiful scent. It's not your super complex one, although a little on the feminine side. If you like this one, you might also like Lion Heart from Amaf. I enjoy that as well. Those two, to me, are the two best interpretations of Berry Goddess, in my opinion. Angam and then Lion Heart Woman. Athena is a great one too, but after comparing those, I think my fave is Angam and then Lion Hearts, from a mouth. These are more simplistic vanillas, but they are not boring at all. So to me, at my number four, I'm going to go with an Angam, and in this particular case, I'm going to add Lion Heart, to it. Another spicy tobacco fragrance that is going to be at my number three. I think number three is going to be Charito Tobacco Vanille. Yes, it's the old, good old Tom Ford tobacco vanille. I have these two and I love them. I enjoy it. Very spicy, aromatic, tobacco and vanilla. Quite a simple note structure, but it's more on the complex, quite catchy. It's very iconic. The smell by itself is very iconic. A lot of people are, very familiar with the scent, very noticeable, very recognizable scent. This is a very warm, beautiful, delicious, deep, dark, vanilla. The vanilla in both instances are very dark and, like very decadent and thick sort of vanillas. This one feels a little more intensified, or the vanilla feels a little more richer in the original one. But if you are getting this one, you're not missing much at all. This is one of my favorite vanillas of all time. It's a very beautiful one, and yeah, it had to be at my number three at this point. A very beautiful one. So Charito Tobacco Vanille. If you love the tobacco vanille scent profile, this is one of the best interpretations. That sort of licorice, spicy, minty vibe. You are getting it, spicy, aromatic, warm. It's not as decadent as the original one, but there's something very beautiful about both scents. You are not missing much if you have the dupe and you don't have the original. Trust me, they are very comparable. Yeah, and this is Charito Tobacco Vanille from Paris Corner under the Pandora line, or Pandora Saints Paris Corner. So at number two, I'm going to give it to Say by Latafa. This is a decadent, rich, warm, vanilla, woody, very sensual. It gives me a very sensual, bold vibe with the note of almond, very nutty, nutty, slight hint of a smokiness to it. There's something that is reminiscent of a smoky accord that I get in this one. The dry down sort of gives me baby cat sort of feel, but the beginning I enjoy, the middle I enjoy, the dry down I enjoy. A very thick, nutty, gourmand, realistic, but not ultra annoying foodie vanilla, but it's still an edible gourmand scent. Almonds, you are getting a hint of that smokiness that I perceive, something quite decadent and deep and rich. And as it thickens up, it becomes much more sweeter, but it's not cloying at all. It is not, it has never been cloying to me at all. I wear this in the high heat, I don't perceive it as cloying at all. This is so good. If you love almonds, you want something like the tonka-ish feel, it gives you that, but it's not your marzipan. It doesn't give me necessarily the marzipan feel, but more of a realistic and sweetened almond, with a hint of that, not a hint, a very large amount of the vanilla, giving it like a body and some weight. It's very, do I say it's a simple one? it's not the most simple vanilla. It's a little bit of complex one, but it's a very rich, woody, slightly spicy, slightly aromatic sort of feel, and that is said by Latafa. To me, it's one of the best interpretations out there. I also would recommend something like Sensual Vanilla from Maison Alhambra, which to me is a love. I love both of them when it comes to the Tom Ford vanilla scent, vanilla sex scent. These are good fragrances. So yeah, this is the only one of the two that I have a full size bottle of. I do not mind getting myself a full size bottle of sensual vanilla. It is equally beautiful, but this is what I have now. So Sir is one I would highly recommend, and it's at my number two. Yeah, and this is Sir from Latafa. And the fragrance which has overthrown December vanilla for me and on this list had to be Exandel, automatically number one for me. This is a very beautiful, complex, unique take on a vanilla, patchouli, a little creamy, a little, just a slight bit of, funk to it. There's something very addictive. It has that truffle, chocolate truffle, that cannabis accord that I get. Beautiful scent. It's not even beautiful. It's just sexy, bold, daring. It's very daring. It's not your simplistic foodie one. It is not a foodie vanilla, and that is, I think, one of the reasons why I like it. It is heavy in that patchouli. It's not as heavy in the creaminess as I find in something like December vanilla. I always compare those two because those are the two most identical that I can, compare to. But after this one sitting for a while, I think it is a fragrance on its own that can be held, on its own as a standalone. I wouldn't necessarily compare it to that now. It doesn't have that booziness of December vanilla. No, it doesn't have that, and not that creme brulee vibe of December vanilla. But this on its own is the cannabis, the vanilla, the patchouli, the truffle, very complex yet very wearable, vanilla scent, and that to me is my current number one vanilla scent, and that is Exandel from the brand French Avenue. And these are incredibly amazing, super wearable, yet out there fragrances. Longevity is great on all of these ones. Projection is amazing on all of these ones. Everybody's going to smell you. Compliment magnet. They are super, they are mass appealing for the most part, although they have something more than your normal everyday foodie girly most feminine vanillas. These are a step above a lot of those fragrances. And that to me are my top five vanillas with my, additional mention or honorable mention. And yeah, that is going to be for today. And I hope this video found you well. So please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.